Hi Scorpio, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. And today we're going to be speaking about Saturn transit in your own sign. And this transit has been happening in the beginning of 2013 rather than it began around end of 2012. And Saturn makes its transit 2 years, 2.5 years in each part of our chart where it thinks that we require work. And for you, it's happening in your own house, and which is the house of self. It's all about yourself, how it is that you perceive the world, what it is that you want the world to perceive you as, who it is that you think you are, what it is that you want to get reflected, even on the superficial level, your wardrobe, your communication, your confidence level. So a lot of this is into focus when Saturn is there, and it could be quite challenging because it is in a part of a very personal space. In fact, I think as astrologers, it is one of the most toughest house to read is the first house, because it's all about your dreams, your desires, what it is that you want, which gets it's very, very personal. So Saturn being here and in your own house, it could be quite challenging but rewarding at the same time for those of you, of course, who are willing to work along with it. And Saturn has been making you feel, that if you do, you're damned, and if you don't, then you're damned as well. So you could be at times, even having this drastic change of mind on, I won't say values, but maybe certain thoughts that you've had for years, and you've believed in a particular thing, and all of a sudden with Saturn coming along since last year, you would be looking at those, if not values, but I would say deep-seated opinions that are there in your mind, and you would be saying, my God, I always thought about it, like this in a certain way, and it's not true. And it could be disheartening in some cases, but I think it could be quite wise. It could wisen you up as well. I don't want to really talk about the belief in love per se, but I think in about certain relationships as well, particularly, it could bring about, if you have had certain perceptions about certain relationships and said, oh, I think this is going to be lasting forever, or this one is going to be standing by me forever. Your perception, and like I said, it began end of 2012 about this particular thought, that everything is transient. People come and people go, whether they're friendships or they're lovers or their relationships. So there's nothing really to, I would say, get disheartened about, but the notion is nothing, so it's not so alien, that is how it is. And because being Scorpio, there's that intensity that is there, you feel that excuse me, that the other person should be putting himself or herself out for you as much as maybe more than you expect. Though on the other hand, I think with Saturn being there, the focus is all about you. It's about you taking accountability. Every time that Saturn transits into our house, the accountability, the finger pointing is at us. We are being asked that, are we being the friend that we want others to be? Are we drawing a certain kind of relationships that we reflect that we want ourselves to be in? So maybe you want to be in a committed relationship forever, but you refuse to commit yourself. Every time that you get into a relationship, you keep evading you keep evading the commitment bit of it, yet you want that commitment should come to you. So it's quite a contrast. Similarly for friendships as well. So for those of you who think, or expect that, oh, I should have friends who really do or die or do anything for me, are you there for your friends when they need you, or it's constantly a transactional thing, with you? So Saturn has been asking you these questions since about a year and a half, and it carries on doing so till about 23rd of December, when it finally then later moves into Sagittarius. So there has been a lot of self-work that Saturn has demanded, has asked out of you, that you change, that you make those transformations so that life gets far more smoother and better, and you emerge as somebody who's stronger, is wiser, and is able to take correct decisions and lead a really, I would say, a full life. Saturn centuries, they are the superficial reading suggests that they bring all sorts of calamities with it. It brings about depression, it brings about illness. It also suggests that Saturn is this mean person who is mean just for the sake of being mean. There is a lot of fear that is that Saturn brings about with it. That's a reputation. And a lot of times I've heard people say, oh, Saturn has been there for 2.5 years in my chart, or Saturn has been there for 7.5 years, and I'm facing all the bad luck, all the ill luck, everything that is going wrong in my life is because of Saturn. Well, partially it is true. Now, what Saturn really does is that it brings things to conclusion for you. So, say for example, if it is transiting a part of your chart, your 10th house that has to do with career, your reputation, success. Now, Saturn will bring about lessons, life lessons, which have to do with how it is that you deal with success, how it is that you deal with teamwork, how it is that you behave when a lot of power is given to you. Do you misuse it? Do you use it to your advantage? Are you unnecessarily harsh? Are you just busy accumulating money? Do you become very selfish and miserly? However, on the other hand, if your I's are all dotted and your T's are all crossed, and you choose to work along with Saturn, that you choose to share those resources, that you choose to stay humble, and you choose to understand that power has been given to you, which could be temporary, and it is not really there for your selfish gains, then success, the kind of success that Saturn brings you at that point of time, it is phenomenal. It's extremely rewarding. And Saturn, before it leaves your chart, say about 2.5 years is approximately when Saturn moves each planet, and you could receive a job promotion, you could receive some professional kudos, it could be some form of a public professional recognition that could be there, a lot of accolades. So the kind of rewards that come with Saturn are really phenomenal. You could just completely be blown away with it. So the trick over here is to work along with Saturn. The learnings that Saturn gives. Yes, it is tough love. It's like a tough parent who is teaching you things. It's teaching you life skills on that particular house that it is transiting at that point of time. But the trick is to work along with Saturn, to understand that this is something that I need to work in my life, which I really need to polish or address and bring it to some fruition, some conclusion. It can be, like a lot of times I see with people, there are some relationship issues which have been there for years. It's just been again after 3 years or again after 2.5 years, the same pattern gets repeated, and you're just not able to, I wouldn't say settle really in a relationship, but something or the other just keeps going wrong in a close relationship. But I think what a lot of people fail to realize is that normally when things come up to the surface time and time again, it's Saturn's way of telling you that the work is still not done. You still need to go back to the blackboard. You still need to maybe start right from the beginning, put the foundation right so that you have a really solid and secure. Saturn also being in your first house is giving you an opportunity to present yourself in the light that you want to get viewed at. So it is a great opportunity for those of you who want to do like an image makeover, not just physically, I would say, even though that would be a great idea. Some of you may have gone through a drastic either a wardrobe change or a hairstyle in the last 1.5 years, and you could be looking quite different and quite nicer with the Saturn transit coming in. And for some of you, I would say for most of you also, Saturn is asking that inherently, characteristically, how it is that you deal with people. Are you too critical? Are you too, whether it is intensity of an anger or jealousy that is there, how it is that you're projecting it outside, how it is that you want others to view you. So one bit of you may be the soft, gentle bit that you're projecting to your friends, which is really nice and all. And the other side is this really vicious and vindictive bit of it, which very few people get to see out of you. Maybe just your closest partnerships or your relationships get a taste of that. Maybe that needs to get changed as well. So while Saturn is saying that you need to stay open to all the critical feedback that you get, it does not mean that you need to buy into every second person's opinion who comes along your way and gives you an opinion, say, hey, you need to be behaving this way. No, that is not what Saturn is asking you, but it's asking you to keep yourself really, really open to feedback and make the changes where they're required to make, Scorpion. So I would say for you, it's a phenomenal year. It has been a phenomenal last year and a half, and Saturn, if you choose to, and Saturn loves being in your house, it loves being in Scorpio, so he's at home over here. So you just need to be making that extra effort to make those changes where they're required on yourself. Personal changes, transformations, physical superficial transformations, wherever it is, and how it is that you would like the world to view the self-confident, compassionate you. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Scorpios, and thank you so much for watching. I'll speak with you soon.